Hey guys, if you like this content, I would greatly appreciate it if you guys like the video and subscribed to my channel. It helps make these videos worth it going forward. Hey guys, Altcoin Sherpa here with a daily coin analysis on Polkadot. I want to also disclose that I am getting over COVID, hence why I am going to probably be coughing a little bit while I talk. People have been commenting on the videos, and yes, I am coughing and recovering. So had to stay in the hospital with COVID, but I am now recovering and I am very excited to get back to it. So that's a disclaimer. As always, as I said, this is not financial advice. I'm not a professional or an expert. This is just for educational purposes only. So today I really wanted to talk about Polkadot. And Polkadot is the biggest new hyped blockchain. And it's a Ethereum competitor, and DOT has skyrocketed very hard over the last year in 2020. It was definitely one of the most hyped coins, and I expect it to be very, very, very strong in 2021. Yeah, let's just talk, I guess, about the technicals. DOT had this huge run in the summer, and this is not the entire price history. It actually went lower from before because of I think they changed the coin value or something like that. It used to be worth much less, but anyways, this is like the only chart that I have. But it had this big run in the summer where it went from $2 to $6, and then after that it went through this long accumulation period. And I have a video on accumulation and what it is, but basically price ranged here for several months. It did not really do anything, relatively speaking. You can trade the range, as I said in other videos. There are many strategies that you can do, and this is still a very large trading range in general, 50% or even more, depending on your strategy. But this trading range is one that price didn't really have massive moves in terms of what altcoins can actually do, and you'll see that later on, of course. But this is the accumulation range that happened. Price basically ping-ponged from $6, and it mainly stayed at $5 or $4.75 or so. But this was the range that price traded at for several months. And generally speaking, when you see coins doing stuff like this, it's usually pretty bullish in the context of altcoins because of the seasonality of when altcoins generally pump. They pump, in Q4 and then Q1 of the following year, but also just based on the way that, from the pure technical standpoint of price basically accumulating when it's a bullish project like this, an unwinding period is almost certainly going to follow. And that's certainly what happened, what we're seeing right now with DOT. It basically had this accumulation period and basically went from $5 to $10 in very short succession. And this was a great move. I remember selling, I think, around $9 or $10, and I targeted the $7 area. I got filled on my reload, and price continued to go higher. So what am I expecting for DOT in 2021? I don't actually know the actual targets that I'm targeting in terms of is it going to hit $25? Is it going to hit $30? I have no idea where this will top out at. I know that any DOT projects right now there are many projects that are being built on DOT, and those projects are very, very bullish in 2021. So I think that DOT is honestly going to keep going much higher. I would not be surprised at all to see this go to like $40 or something insane and double in price, just because many DOT projects are very, very hyped right now. And this is the largest ETH competitor right now, in my opinion, currently. From a purely technical standpoint, price is kind of just ping-ponging right now. I mean, on high time frame charts, this is still very bullish. No sign of reversal quite yet. Huge buy volume coming in. Small sell volume, still all very healthy in my opinion. On the daily, you see a little bit of a high sell volume, which is a little concerning, and these candle closes are not very bullish. With that said, it wouldn't surprise me at all to still keep seeing this ping pong and then go up, and you might be able to see a wick down in this daily demand zone. Around $13. As I said, $13 would be a pretty solid entry in my opinion. And 12 if you can get it. That's certainly, not out of the question in my opinion. I am going to keep watching DOT in general, and I wouldn't mind buying a little more at $13. I think that's a solid area in my opinion. Overall, it's still very bullish to me. I think that it seems inevitable, as I said, that this goes up to the $25 area eventually. As far as buying dips, I would target the $13 to start. Kind of $14 would not be bad to average in. If Bitcoin goes lower, like to 26K or sort of 24K or whatever, then the $10 mark should almost certainly get tapped in that situation. And alt USD pairs will suffer in general, but if that happens. But I think $14 is a good kind of area to target, so to speak. And in terms of overall, as I said, overall top targets, I honestly have no idea. I mean, if you look at Ethereum, before its huge run, I'm not saying this could be Ethereum. I don't know the exact tokenomics of DOT versus Ethereum. So, I don't know what the potentials are in regards to that. But, I mean, DOT is being hyped as, kind of like the next ETH. So, with that said, I think buying any DOT and having exposure to DOT is a smart idea personally. But, again, just my opinion. So, I guess highlighting the summary for DOT, I think that $14 would be a decent dip opportunity, buy the dip opportunity. If Bitcoin goes bad, then $10 will obviously be great. If it wouldn't surprise me at all to just see this keep ping-ponging here and then move up eventually as well, though. These sellers will get tapped repeatedly, as this moves up. And I'm projecting this to hit at least $25, if not higher, in the coming weeks and months. Go to the .BTC pair. .BTC, same deal. This had a massive run in the summer. And this was a good example here of being neutral in USD, but down in Bitcoin value in alt BTC pairs. So basically in alt BTC, this one went down. So what does that mean? It means that you would have made more money holding Bitcoin than you would DOT. Even though the USD pair, look, in the the fall, your DOT value was still $4 to $5. It wasn't really going up or down. And it even increased in value in November. But because Bitcoin was so strong, you would have made a lot more money just holding Bitcoin. And that's the problem when Bitcoin goes on big runs, is that alt BTC values, and what that is, just altcoin price divided by Bitcoin price, just plummet. And that's what happened here. You would have been very much better off holding Bitcoin. And I did have a DOT bag during this time too. I just kind of basically watched it bleed in BTC value, which sucked. But I eventually bought more, I think, around here. But either way, this is a good example of what a reversal does look like for alt BTC pairs. This was kind of a V-shaped, maybe kind of like a V-shaped reversal right here in January, and then it pulled back again. Something like that. But overall, this was a good example of a V-shaped reversal for alt BTC pairs, and this is very standard stuff for how alt BTC values reverse. So if you want to look to see what this looks like, Alpha's going crazy. Buy Alpha. I have a big bag of it. big buy volume coming in, pull back, followed by even stronger buy volume. This is what you want to basically see with all BTC pairs. And in terms of DOT BTC, there is always going to be the sell liquidity here. I did not expect this to break it through on the first go. I mean, this is the all-time high level, and price is pulling back. In my opinion, this 46K Satoshis area kind of would be a solid entry in my opinion. There should be like some good support in these areas here. And yeah, this is kind of like my plan right here. It's like, you know, if this keeps pulling back, then this area would be a good place to enter. But overall, similar to the USD pair, I expect this to really go much higher. I'm expecting DOT projects to basically be very, very bullish in the coming weeks and months. So in my opinion, anything should be bought up here, and you should have some exposure to DOT personally, in my opinion. So yeah, that's kind of my plan for DOT BTC, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Good luck.